Hello everyone, my name is Stephen Fox. Welcome to my channel. Well, Nvidia reported earnings today. Again, it's been a wild ride. I'm not going to show you the charts because the market has been down on AI for several reasons prior to Nvidia's earnings, which were excellent. Prior to Nvidia's earnings, Palo Alto, a cybersecurity firm, reported poor earnings. Their symbol is PANW, and that sort of lowered expectations. And there's been some other things that the earnings haven't been overly impressive lately. Okay, so everybody's kind of hanging on Nvidia because artificial intelligence not only is holding up the market, more or less artificial intelligence is the market. The market capitalization of Nvidia is bigger than the entire Chinese stock market. I've been giving you winners. I've pointed to these winners. I'm giving up watching bearish channels. There's a bearish channel I pay $10 a month to watch, and I don't know why I watch it, because I think it subconsciously makes me more bearish than I would otherwise be. That's just been a mistake. Artificial intelligence stocks are not to be bearish on. They are driving the market. They're the major trend. A large part of what I do in the stock market is get on a trend and follow it. And I've been giving you winners, and I've been sticking with them. I got stopped out on my 7 artificial intelligence stocks just because AMD, which I'm getting impatient with, it will always be the smallest of my holdings, advanced micro devices. It'll always be the smallest because it's a second place holder to Nvidia. Nvidia, in my mind, will virtually always be doing better. So it's a second place, and I would rather go with first place, of course. Nvidia was influenced, as were the other artificial intelligence stocks, by AMD saying, well, demand seems to be not quite as brisk as it used to be. Well, I would suggest that that's for AMD and not for Nvidia, because Nvidia is the best. People pretty much recognize that. So Nvidia beat both on revenue and earnings. Their revenue was up 265%. Wow. How can it continue to do this? Jensen Huang said the current quarter, which will be reported in the future, is doing better than expected as well. So we can expect this to continue for some time. Artificial intelligence is taking off much faster than people thought. In the year 2000, the internet took off much slower than we were predicting. It took 10 years for the internet to really get into it and really take off. It's taking like a year or two for artificial intelligence to start to really take off and start to go beyond human intelligence in some ways. And so I think we're going to have AGI, Advanced General Intelligence, artificial general intelligence, very soon in the future. The downturn was ridiculous, and it was based on the bears hoping that they would finally get a feast, and they've been wrong for the last year. And you would think they would say, hey, I think I've been kind of wrong, but no, they never admit being wrong. They're geniuses till the end. In the aftermarket, Nvidia went up 54 points to $728. A super microcomputer, SMCI, this stock is going to drive me wild. It went up 64 points to $798. I'm waiting to get back into that one. I was stopped out a long time ago at 960. I caught it on the way down. So I'm going to get back in, but I kind of want to see how things shake out. Broadcom, AVGO, went up 30 points to 1257. In the aftermarket, ASML went up 23 points to $930. AMD went up 6 points to 170. Not very impressive. It's been hanging around the 170s for a long time. Inside Enterprises, NSIT was mostly flat in the aftermarket, and it's hanging around 182. But I will say that it didn't come down much when all the other stocks are coming down. So I see Inside Enterprises, NSIT, as a good long-term play. Vertiv Holdings, VRT, went up 3 points to back around 61. It's always hanging in that area. And I guess Vertiv Holdings also owns Liebert, which does the cooling systems for data centers. It does a lot of them, and it's owning that Liebert cooling systems, I think, is a big advantage. A new stock I'm excited about is Cadence Design Systems, symbol CDNS. They make the software that Nvidia and Advanced Micro Devices use to make their CPUs and GPUs. They've also built their own supercomputer, so they're following Apple in uniting software with hardware. They're already very significant and central to artificial intelligence, and I think that role is just going to skyrocket. And looking at the one-year chart for Cadence Design Systems, you can see it has a nice upward slope, which we always like to see. And in the aftermarket, it reached 299. Its relative strength is 54, so it's not overbought to any extent. It is a little bit pricey, as its price to earnings is 49, and its earnings growth rate is about 19%, which is good. I see them as doing the software for Nvidia, which is so vital. And as Nvidia goes, they will go probably too. I'm watching this and very seriously thinking of investing in it. So I'm back into Nvidia, and we'll be back into all the others soon. I'm just waiting for the right spot to enter into each one of them. Again, I got stopped out on all of them. With Advanced Micro Devices, and a lot of them, I'm just kind of back to where I was. But Nvidia and Super Microcomputer are the big return to upward movement stocks that I've got to get back into. I went in full force with Nvidia as soon as I heard the earnings, and I'm doing very well on that. A Super Microcomputer is next, and I'll pick off the others as it seems opportune, as I am a habitual trader. Thank you for listening and watching. Be sure to come back and see how this all pans out. Good luck.